you hear about this Montreal airport thing? It's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So the Montreal airport, the main airport, I call it Trudeau Airport. We used to call it Dorval. Anyway, Montreal airport, need to fix it up. They say, got to fix it up. Going to take 10 years. Well, of course it's going to take 10 years. It's the government. Anyway, it's going to cost $10 billion to fix it up, expand it. What's going on here? Okay. What in the hell is going on in Canada? Like, somebody's got to explain this to me. Like, you can't do anything. I don't think you could repair a toilet for less than $1 billion if the Canadian government's involved. Like, I'm thinking that. If it's a public building, I'm thinking, hey, we need some new toilets. Might get by with $750 million. You know, I'm not even really kidding. I'll give you an example. They're doing a wastewater treatment plant in North Vancouver. Populations, I guess, apparently the service populations for the waste treatment plant is about 350, 400,000. It's going to cost over $3 billion. Yeah, $3 billion to process poop in Canada somehow, okay? Like, for the love of God. I mean, that is not even rational. Like, it's crazy. I mean, what's going on here? Oh, but there's more. I come back to one of my all-time favorites. One of my real big favorites is the Supreme Court of Canada courthouse. Yeah, there's a courthouse up in Ottawa. Supreme Court's there. They're working on a complete renovation, total renovation of the Supreme Court. Now, the Supreme Court, it's not like there's not hundreds of people, of judges. Like, there's just a panel of judges. There's like, I think there's maybe 3 courtrooms at the Supreme Court building. 3 courtrooms, right? There's got to be some meeting rooms, right? You need meeting rooms for those judges to do. You got to have offices for everybody, offices for the judges, officers for the clerks. I mean, you just got to have it. That makes sense. Got to be some security. It's a national building. Got to be good security. Yep, they're working on that. $1.3 billion. Let that sink in. It's 3 courtrooms. It's some meeting rooms. It's some office space. $1.3 billion? Like, what's going on? This stuff is nuts. It's literally everything the government touches. Airport expansion, $10 billion. You know what? I'll bet you in Malaysia or Indonesia, you could build 4 friggin' airports from the ground up for $10 billion. Like, you probably, and they'd be better. I'll bet you they'll be better, okay? Because let's face it, Pearson Airport in Toronto, they've been spending billions and billions on that for the last 20 years. It's crap. It's just crap. It's one of the worst airports in the world. I mean, yeah, they'll put up a bunch of surveys. So no, it's really, people love our airport. Nobody loves Pearson Airport. Everybody hates Pearson Airport. That's the truth, okay? That's the longest baggage wait times in the history of the world, okay? For a first world country, for a sophisticated country, for the busiest airport, one of the busiest airports in the world is Pearson Airport. You could go out and go have a full lunch before your bag ever shows up at the carousel, okay? You have lunch, dinner, a couple of drinks. Like, it's ridiculous, okay? Everything about Pearson is ridiculous. They keep changing it. They keep altering it. They keep this under constant renovation. And it's only crap. It's only crap. Pearson is crap. Ask anybody, it's crap, okay? So we have terrible results from these billions and billions and billions of dollars we spend on every public building, every public project. Billions and billions spent, okay? And why? Why is it so ridiculously expensive? Why is everything you touch billions or hundreds of millions for the toilet, okay? It's like this. There's 1,000 reports you need before you can even think about starting. There's every report in the world. There's consultants. Oh, it's the Canadian government. There's got to be 5 or 6 or 7 consultants. They got to get consulting. And then it's got to go to a bunch of people inside the government. And they've got to think about it. And then when they finally get started on it with a big budget, they know there's going to be hundreds and hundreds of change orders. Yeah, that's the way we run building anything in Canada, the contractor, and they're always the same 5 contractors. The same 5 contractors do everything in Canada, big public buildings. These 5 contractors, whenever they finally get the deal landed, they just laugh, because whatever number it says it is, that's not the final number, because there's change orders. Change orders. Change orders are the source of all profit for these 5 big construction companies. They just know that there'll be somebody say, "Oh, I think we just made a mistake on where this stairwell is." So yeah, so that's $80 million change. Sure, no problem. So the budget just keeps going up and up and up, and the task of finishing just stretches and stretches and stretches, and all the time, one of these 5 big construction companies is just raking it in. Your tax money, my tax money, everybody's tax money. It's just a machine to eat money and have crap results when the building's finished. Does anybody ever award a new public building in Canada? I know somebody's going to say, "Oh yes, there was this building in Brandon, Manitoba. When they finished, it won an award." I don't care about that shit, okay? I do not care. I care that every place I visit in Canada, I've been to every airport in Canada, basically, every single one. I'm not impressed by any of them. There's none of them a beautiful, gorgeous, exciting, vibrant public building. None of them. None of them are. And I've been to I spent a lot of time in Ottawa and all these different office buildings and Parliament buildings and all the offices around there. And I just got to tell you straight up, it's shit. They are shit, okay? You get into that building, you keep see Carney coming in and out of. Once you go inside that thing, you think, "Oh my God, this is the most garbage building in the world," okay? Like, everything is crap. It's all bad. And it all costs a fortune. Like, this is just not an old man rant. When I saw that $10 billion price tag on that Montreal airport, first thing I said to myself is, I can still get in and out of that airport okay. It seems to be working fine, okay? $10 billion? Like, somebody's making money on that thing, and it ain't me. The taxpayer just keeps getting gouged and abused. I refuse to believe that we couldn't get, if we went over to Italy, or we went over to Holland and hired a whole new engineering and construction firm, I got a feeling we might just see a bill for $3.5 billion, $3 billion, and it would actually finish on time. And guess what? It would be better.